Welcome back to the project, Erin Stewart. You feeling better?
Oh, good morning, Vinnie. Yeah, I'm getting there.
You were down for the what I heard last week was what I got from a lot of girls in high school. Yeah, sore throats. You just didn't say you were doing your hair. That's the only thing you didn't do, because you announced last week you're all in. Was this a surprise to anyone in New Britain that you're going for it again?
Actually, I was getting from a lot of people, we really hope you're going to do it again. I know it's been really stressful. Please don't get fun of it. So there were a lot of people that thought maybe I wouldn't do it because of the job, but look, it's been a heck of a year. It's made a lot of progress. I've got a lot of accomplishments under my hat in those 2 years, and there's still a lot of work left to be done. I'm not ready to quit yet.
Oh, absolutely. Just getting started here. It's only been, 17, 18 months?
You got it.
Now, I know I was reading, doing my homework on you. Not that I need to. Our liaison is always keeping me up to speed on what's going on with all you guys. Closed a deficit of over $30 million.
You got it.
Gained an unprecedented 3-notch upgrade in New Britain's bond rating by Standard & Poor's. So let me ask you, less about New Britain, more about the state. What do you think? What do you think of this budget? And what would your suggestions be?
Well, perhaps the state should take some lessons from what we're doing here in New Britain.
All right.
I think that would be a good start. So people don't want to pay more taxes. You've got to do what you can to hold the line on spending and reach the service. But that's what we did. I took $15 million from the city of New Britain's budget, and we're still holding the line on the services that we provide. Did some people have to lose their jobs? Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. However, the greater amount of people here that pay the taxes just can't afford to keep paying more, especially when the state keeps increasing our state taxes on us.
Yeah.
I went to Standard & Poor's to get a bond rating. What that means for everybody out there, it's like a credit rating. You can't get a good rate on your debt payment if you don't have a good rating. New Britain's was in the toilet. I successfully got a 3-notch upgrade. That's like unheard of.
Yeah, I know.
So, we had to travel to Boston. I brought, my whole team of people, gave a whole presentation on all the good things that we're doing in town, and they liked it so much and felt confident. That's a huge win for the city because we're supposed to save a lot of money on the payments that we have to make. But, it's not just finances, too. Piece of it. But another piece of it, too, is making people feel good about the community that they live in again and instilling pride. And I think we've been very successful in doing a lot more community events and getting more people involved in giving back and volunteering their time. And that makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And before we get to that, I want to address that as well. We're on with Mayor Erin Stewart, New Britain. Now, as much as you could say, hey, Hartford should pay attention to what we're doing over here, and we might even be able to have some fun, you and I, talking about the governor's jaunt through his Euro trip right now. At the same time, I mean, it's the connection from New Britain to downtown Hartford, the CT Fast Track. That was a little baby of his, and that's working well for you guys, right?
I'm sure. It is, contrary to popular belief, there have been a lot of people that are utilizing the Fast Track. It does have glitches here and there, and we're trying to work this out. But, that and forms of mass transportation is something that Connecticut, there's no clear system throughout the state. So to be able to connect New Britain to Hartford and to Bristol and all those other towns in that central Connecticut corridor, when the whole route is complete, it's going to be very, very nice and make traveling around central Connecticut accessible. In the meantime, New Britain is getting all sorts of opportunities and attention because of it. And, there's a lot of people out there that don't like the busway. They think it's a waste of money. I look at it as this is the card that I was dealt. I have to manage this. How am I going to do this? The best opportunity for the city of New Britain was that we gained access to millions and millions of dollars of federal transit funds, which allows us to do all sorts of projects around the bus station. So we are completely tearing up our entire downtown at the moment. because of the access we've gotten to these federal dollars. So we're in the middle of about a 4-year complete transformation project of downtown New Britain, which I am extremely, extremely excited about.
Now, in all honesty, I'm not trying to be a wise guy here, Erin.
Yeah.
Do you think the governor even gives a damn that you're glad that, because he's such a my way or they, this is happening. I don't know, you can be happy, you can be unhappy. This is happening. Do you think it even matters to him that you and perhaps even many of the residents in New Britain are going along with this, as you said, playing the hand they're dealt?
I talked to the office numerous times about asking for other grant money and talking with him about things that do need to be done. And the commissioner of the Department of Transportation is great. Commissioner Redeker, he's been wonderful, very responsive to everything we need. I'd say I talked to him more than I talked to the governor's office. So.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that at all. Who's your competition? Any idea who your competition is when you go for round 2 here?
It's a really good question.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk. A lot of people have been throwing their names up in the air, but no one seems to have stuck yet. So we'll see. Nominations happen in July, so someone will have to come forward soon.
Yeah. And if you don't mind my asking you, because, I mean, you're first elected at the age of 26, the youngest mayor in the city's history. How old are you now? I mean, I'm just wondering where you're at now.
Yeah, I'm 28 now.
You're 28 now. So if re-elected...
I'm still the youngest mayor in Connecticut.
Say again, hon?
I'm still the youngest mayor in Connecticut.
Yeah, I know that. So if re-elected, you'll turn 30 in office, and my history with women turning 30, I don't know. I don't know if that's, yeah. I worry about that chunk of time. No, that's really extraordinary. That's something, and as you and I have discussed in the past, that's something whoever does raise their hand to come against you, that's something they're going to try to use against you. Fortunately, you're savvy enough to know how to fend that off.
Oh, sure, it's easy, when somebody's young and they're trying to do something for themselves, it's always easy to say they're young and experienced. But now the good thing is I have a record to prove that I know what I'm doing. I'm moving New Britain in the right direction. I love my job, and you should consider voting for me again because of that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's bit by bit, and that's just what Erin Stewart, that's just the way she's approaching all of our mayors and first selectmen and women, what have you, that it's bit by bit. That's how the state comes back. A little bit of phone crapping out there, folks. We'll clean that up, post that for you so you can fully understand where Erin Stewart is coming from and where she's headed. You could also go to Stewart for NB, NewBritain.com.